After you pour water onto dry sand and wait about a day, you might notice something swimming in the water. What could it be? Do you recall when we introduced tadpole shrimp in a previous episode? Tadpole shrimp are fascinating creatures that have retained their ancient appearance for hundreds of millions of years. Speaking of tadpole shrimp, have you ever wondered why they haven't gone extinct? Tadpole shrimp inhabit temporary water bodies like rice paddies and shallow ponds, which are highly susceptible to environmental changes. Extreme cold or direct sunlight can quickly kill the tadpole shrimp in these habitats. So, how have tadpole shrimp managed to survive in such challenging conditions for so long? In today's video, we'll explore the survival strategies that tadpole shrimp have developed over the millennia. Here is the tank where we kept the tadpole shrimp during our last filming session. When tadpole shrimp mature, their 11th leg transforms into an egg sac, which produces several round eggs. Tadpole shrimp typically bury their eggs in the sediment at the bottom of their watery homes. Therefore, this tank's sand likely contains many tadpole shrimp eggs. I drained the tank, sifted the sand, spread it out to dry completely, and then stored it in a plastic bag in a warehouse. After a year, I retrieved the bag of sand. It had endured the winter cold and the summer heat, conditions that would typically be lethal for most animals. But this sand also contained the eggs of tadpole shrimp. Before dying, these shrimp lay eggs that can enter a dormant state and suspend most of their biological activities under harsh conditions like dryness and cold. These are known as dormant eggs, and they are the secret to the tadpole shrimp's enduring survival. Let's find out just how remarkable these dormant eggs are in the experiment we are about to conduct. Can eggs that have been exposed to such extreme conditions really hatch? After returning the stored sand to an aquarium and adding water, I checked the tank the next day. And voila! Look here. Something is swimming. I was quite surprised by how quickly it was born. If you place it under a microscope, you can see the tiny creature energetically swimming. At first, it was hard to tell if it was a tadpole shrimp or another type of crustacean, as many larvae look alike. However, it grew rapidly, and within another day, it was clearly a tadpole shrimp. We just added water to completely dried sand, yet the tadpole shrimp hatched. Isn't it astounding what dormant eggs are capable of? Dormant eggs might seem similar to seeds in plant species, but it's truly remarkable that animal eggs can also exhibit this capability. These eggs can retain their viability for decades, and as long as the conditions are right, they can reactivate and hatch. Furthermore, tadpole shrimp eggs don't all hatch simultaneously when placed in favorable conditions. They hatch at slightly staggered times. This strategy decreases the risk of competition and total extinction if all individuals were born at once. The dry, dormant eggs also have the added advantage of being carried by the winds to new locations, expanding their habitat and increasing their chances of finding suitable environments. Isn't that a clever strategy? Thus, these tadpole shrimp rapidly transition from hatchling to adulthood and begin laying eggs within a week, with most dying within a month of birth. It may seem sad that their lifespan is so brief, but there's no need for pity. This swift life cycle, where they quickly reproduce and pass on to the next generation, is a key survival strategy that has helped prevent their extinction through the ages. This ingenious use of dormant eggs has enabled tadpole shrimp to disperse, thrive in diverse parts of the world, and continue surviving to this day. Isn't that amazing? The tadpole shrimp remains as enigmatic in its structure and growth as it is in its survival strategies. If you're interested in learning more about the detailed characteristics of tadpole shrimp, please watch this video as well. That concludes our exploration of dormant eggs in tadpole shrimp. Thanks for joining us on Fishy Science, where science unveils the mysterious.